Hey, what's going on? It's today's episode. It's Christian Ortiz.
This is Pires.
Terrible today. Terrible outside today.
It's fucking terrible. I woke up and I was just like, I damn near wanted to push some clients back.
Did you for real?
Yeah, I was close. But I was like, let me get the hell up.
My back was killing me. I did a lot of deadlifting yesterday with Damien, and my back hurt.
Tripping.
So I had to take a muscle relaxer and a little bit of butter before I came. But, you know, it is what it is. For those of you that are watching live on camera, I have a Popeyes chicken sandwich. And believe it or not, I know this
He's never had it.
I've never had it. I guess this is the one that they line up around the building, right?
Bro, to this day, to be honest with you, like I was in line for about, I mean, it wasn't that bad. Like I didn't wait an hour.
But what is it?
But, yeah, that was for you. Yeah, that was for you. No, it's just fucking good, bro. It's just really good, to be honest with you. Go ahead, give him a taste test. Let's do this.
Anyways, so today's
That's the
topic,
spicy
which
one.
is always our welcome to our podcast, brought to you by Popeyes Chicken Sandwich. We are here, myself,
chicken
Peter,
sandwich.
Christian, and Peter and Kevin. Fuck, is that butter kicking in already? No. And we're a business, health and wellness, mainly podcast, along with miscellaneous, which is what's going on with the world.
Yeah, whatever else.
Whatever we want to talk about. So today's whatever is going to be the chicken sandwich. Now, first episode, Peter had the French fry challenge.
Yep.
So I'm going to be doing the chicken sandwich. I'll be eating it live today.
If you guys didn't, if you guys are probably wondering like why I don't have any, I had Chipotle before I came in here, so
which is good enough. So my first observation of the damn chicken sandwich, it just looks like a
basic chicken sandwich, but that is some really breaded fucking chicken.
I do love pickles, and it's a thicker breading. It's not your normal panko crust breading. It's more of your thicker,
floury
southern cornmeal type flour to it. It looks like, but just by looking at it, I can tell you a pickle is just it's a fucking pickle.
Okay,
There's some sort of sauce.
Do you
in
think
it.
those are dill?
It doesn't look like there's enough sauce, but I'm gonna take a bite and see what.
Do you think those are dill pickles?
This is not a dill pickle.
Fuck. Okay. Oh shit. Tell me that shit ain't good. Tell me that shit ain't good.
That's a bite, right?
Oh, that's good. Oh, the spice hit him.
Went down the wrong way.
The spice uppercut him.
I'm assuming it's a spicy chicken sandwich.
I got just a spicy one.
I like spicy. Very moist chicken sandwich. Very moist. Probably the most moist chicken I've had for a fried chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? For a fast food joint.
Do I believe it belongs a lap around and people waiting an hour for it? No way in hell.
Okay, compared to a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Dude, Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich is good.
Compared to that?
Is it this? No, but it's not that far off.
But no, like we're talking black and white here. Who wins? Not actually race, but
I would need.
black
You know
and
what?
white.
I would probably need them side by side, and eat them.
Take a bite. We did that already.
And
And I said Popeyes hands down. Hands down. We all did. Yeah, we all said that.
okay.
That chicken is just hidden, bro. That chicken is good. Talk to me. Let's hear
We're
it.
staring at Peter to start something here, but holy shit! Hold on.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see what you say.
All right, it's good. It's really good. I was starving too.
Perfect.
We're gonna be talking about our business topic right off the bat,
Let's do this.
and the business topic is the coronavirus, how it's affecting small businesses, part 2. Because I have some stories for it, as you already know.
Yeah.
And
I
secondly,
didn't get the full thing yet.
Secondly, as a trainer, we're going to ask Peter some advice on how he feels trainers should be taking advantage of this post coronavirus, and how vulnerable some people are going to be to get some training or anything like that. we'll be talking about our health and wellness, which is basically we already know that people are going to come out of this shit fat or really in shape. So those of you that came out of it fat, we're going to give you some tips to kind of jump back in on that. And then we have our miscellaneous topic today, which I'm excited about. It's about driving. To jump right into it, folks, again, I own Ortiz Fitness and half the personal training studio with Peter. Ortiz Fitness owns Fit Kids for Fun. Me and my wife rent a Airbnb that's attached to our home for a studio. So I do have some business niche in me, and it can help a lot of small businesses and entrepreneurs. Peter, he can tell you more about what he's a master at.
So I just do personal training. So I'm on my way to doing shit like that in the future, but not near that now. I'm only 24. So, yeah, I do personal training. I am a powerlifter, competitive powerlifter. And I think that's about it for the most part.
Okay, so how has this affected small businesses? And we talked about this earlier. To you, even before you heard me talk what I think small business numbers are and stuff like that, even before you even met me, let's go that far. What was your impression when you heard small business? What do you think of?
My immediate thought when I thought small business was something like, for example, across the street, there's a place called Pizza. I'm thinking of a spot like that. Or I'm thinking of not even like something, a franchise wouldn't even come close to count, but like basically the places that you wouldn't find somewhere else outside of this specific area. Where else are you going to find a piece of pizza? You know what I mean? Probably not anybody else. Not
a really good
analogy
you just did there.
Yeah, like chances are you're not going to find that place anywhere else unless you're in like a it would. If you were to go even further and say like I wouldn't even I would consider something like that
a local mom and pop.
Yeah, very local mom and pop. But realistically, I wouldn't even consider anything beyond that. Anything beyond that, I would just consider a business. So if someone were to run, like for example, if I didn't know you and Ortiz Fitness were to be in the whole Southeast region, I wouldn't consider you a small company or a small business. I would consider you a business. And then there's large corporations. I feel like people distinctively like section those off, like small business, and then just large corporation.
This is a really good discussion. And the reason why I say this, and this is going to bring me to my point on what have I done during this whole small business thing, because I've been going fucking crazy. I mean, we're going to talk about what I've done. Basically, local, mom and pop, ultimate dream, 1 store, 2 store, but never was it a figure for you or the amount of employees, right?
I never really thought of a number, to be honest with you, until we honestly spoke about it probably like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I thought about it, but like otherwise, I don't really feel like I did.
I mean, when you brought up that analogy, you think of a small business like somewhere where it can't be in another state.
For the most part.
Yeah, and that's a really, really, really good point. That's a good point. So you feel if a company expands into another state and they have multiple businesses, then it's no longer a small.
I mean, by definition, it might be different, but realistically, to myself, I wouldn't consider that a small business anymore. Because like you have to be making at least at that point, like to be able to go.
You're breaking the million mark.
Yeah, you're breaking the million mark to be able to go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Because like it takes money to go somewhere else. It takes you money to train individuals to go somewhere else.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know, I applied for everything in the book you can even think of during this pandemic that we have for the coronavirus. I'm in one location. I'm in Orlando, Florida. I am trying to go to Texas. I am trying to do Pennsylvania or Georgia or wherever I can, of course. But those of you that don't know, I applied for the PPP loan. I had I mean, the grant, everything. And I remember when I first heard the 350 trillion, I mean, the $2 trillion and then 350 billion to help small businesses. Every small business was like, oh my God, they're going to help us out. I'm going to get a free $10,000.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I was hearing. I'm like, holy shit, I'm getting free $10,000. There's no way. It's like a stimulus for small businesses. And then you realize, I hear yesterday, Ruth Chris, Shake Shack got millions of dollars. They're giving millions of dollars to universities because they lost 49 million or whatever. Listen, a college losing 49 million compared to a person who just started a mom and pop shop who relies maybe on, instead of a paycheck to paycheck, they're like a month to month, and they, those people over there, they're still gonna get charged rent. We still get charged rent. Rent's due.
Yeah.
Mortgages due.
Yeah. Because if those people start not charging anybody, then everyone shits.
Yeah.
Everything goes to hell. So
I had found out there were people that basically had connections and got the PPP loan and got everything that they had asked for, and then. I went through Bank of America. I talked to the Small Business Association. You can't even get on unemployment right now. Everybody knows that. They won't even take your calls. As a matter of fact, if I call them right now, they'll just say, we can't take your call, and we'll just hang up the phone. And it's the truth. So where is all this money going? Nobody fucking knows. Number two, where does that leave a small business like me, like a mom and pop? Well, it leaves us not knowing. And this brings me to a really big point. I know I'm talking a lot here, which we're gonna get your expertise here.
Good.
Is what happens when you are no longer in control, and the government is in control of your business? See, people think that business you're in control and you're control. Like, am I really? Am I really in control? It's either yes or no. There can't be, you kind of are, you kind of ain't. No, I mean. No, right now, look, most people who were living paycheck to paycheck or had a small business and had no money and they've lost money, what are they doing? They're controlled by the government right now. They're
waiting to get money. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that's when you lose part of your life right there. It's when you're no longer in control of it. So what am I doing? I'm giving grace. I'm grateful every morning. I'm doing a lot of yard work. I know that this will pass, and I know I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to worry about, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
That's it. So my advice for you small businesses is whatever happens, happens. It's not in your control. Apply for everything you can, and just know that you're the little man out. If you were in my shoes or a small business owner, when you get to that level next, how would you think you'd be dealing with this emotionally?
Emotionally is different, to be honest with you, because a lot of people will say that they would feel or do a specific thing and not be in those shoes. Like, for example, if you see a guy who's, let's say you tell me a story or something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just giving you a rough example of like what people do or like guys do or whatever. Like, if you were to tell me a story of, like, hey, like, I saw this dude and he was talking shit to me or some shit like that, I could easily be like, man, if he was talking shit to me, I would have whooped his ass. I'm not in your shoes in that given moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who knows what I would have done?
Yeah.
So, emotionally, I couldn't even tell you but if I were to think about it, I feel like I would be kind of like you in the sense that I would just be going crazy. Like, I would have, like, you don't realize how much being busy is a blessing.
Correct.
In general. Because, like, you'll go through your day, you're like, damn, I just want to relax. And now you're forced to relax. What the fuck are you going to do now? What else do you have to do?
I mean, look, if you're a small business, even those Shake Shack and Ruth Chris, they're hurting too. We all are.
I mean, but who's really hurting? The mom and pop who make $11,000 a month and then have, I don't know, $8,000 worth of bills and then another $1,000 for their mortgage or whatever. Those are the people who are really hurting, rather than a Ruth Chris franchisee. He's not hurting as bad as everyone else is.
Completely agree.
But he's going to want some cash to be able to, like, I mean, people rely a lot on money for a lot of emotional things. So, like me, for example, I can tell the difference between like when I don't have as much money emotionally and when I have money to spend emotionally. You could tell just by almost looking at somebody or how you feel inside. If you don't have that much money, chances are you're not going to be fucking happy-go-lucky all the time. And you're going to rethink every decision about money that you ever have and within the next couple whenever the fuck until you end up getting more money.
It's a good point. Anyways, to us small business owners, I hope you're well. I hope that you're fighting like everybody else is.
Just don't roll over and die.
Just know that we are the driving force in America. We all do strive to be big corporations. I don't care what anybody says. At some point, yeah, we want to be that big, but we are the ones who really make America, keep local cities. All you local people, man. We're gonna try our best, and trust me, I'll be out of this, and so will everybody else.
Yeah, we're all gonna be good. Ain't no reason to worry about it too much. Sheesh.
So, Peter, health and wellness topic. I do want to go over a couple of things. One is you already know there's going to be a lot of people who, instead of getting fit over this pandemic, how are you? Do you feel more? People are going to come out more fit or more?
Oh no, people are going to come out of here fat. But like, if we're looking at the vast majority, people are not going to come out of here like super dedicated or ready. Oh well. I would say people are going to be ready to work as soon as they notice that they have more money and they have the ability to be free again, quote unquote. But up until that point, people were slowing down. Like we don't have shit else to do. So,
do you think this should be zero excuse now that you're not?
What do you mean?
Like, do you feel people should be coming out more fit than fat?
I want to say yes as a trainer, but like realistically, how are you going to stop somebody who's home all day and make them work out? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you really need to have like some sort of like dedication or some sort of dedication to making yourself better to actually want to do something. If not, you're going to stay average anyway. So
okay. So
that's
now let's be honest. If they got weight, if they gained weight, they got fat, they became a meatball.
That happens.
What? Yeah, Parmesan cheese and basil. If that happened,
go ahead.
Garlic. If that happened, once again, if that happened, I lost my train of thought.
You said you're talking about the if people come out of this a meatball.
All right, if they came out of this, to be honest, if they came out of this obese or they 10, 15, 20 pounds heavier, 5, whatever. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest, those people legit are probably gonna be like really sad and depressed.
Oh yeah. I mean, like realistically, people don't realize how much. Like, I've seen a lot of people talk about like, especially during this time, like social anxiety and like depression and things like that, which I don't suffer with, and I don't want to say that I don't, because I don't know if I have anxiety or anything like that. Because everyone has anxiety, but I don't know if it's like clinical anxiety. But beyond that, damn. Okay, so what the fuck were we talking about? I mean, if you could leave this shit in, man, I don't really care. But like,
this shit is gonna be funny as shit. We're just sitting here,
bro. I have no fucking clue what we were talking about, to be honest with you anymore.
I got it. It came back. Those people that gained weight,
okay,
the meatball, garlic, basil, okay. If those people that came back, and I said, if we're gonna be serious, the question was if we're gonna be serious, and they really coming out of there 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds. They're probably coming out like really sad. And depressed.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Now I remember.
Okay.
So,
what's your advice to those people?
Okay, so first thing,
that was the question.
Get moving. Move as much as you can. You can't be stuck in your house all day and expect yourself to be happy. Okay. That's 1. 2, eat less. And go back to number 1. Do more. 3, exercise wherever you can. Doesn't matter where it is. All ties back to number 1. And number 4, Don't drink your calories. Super simple rules. And anyone can do them at any bit of time.
Why not drink calories?
I don't recommend drinking your calories because if you can get that person to drink more water and as much water as they can, then they're going to absolutely and positively continuously lose weight. But also, the water has tons of functions for the human body, for recovery, force production, energy, mental clarity that everyone needs. So you should be drinking water anyway. So if you already eat too much food and you already drink too much juice, let's take the juice out and have you eat less. Simple. People try to make the fitness shit hard, but it's not.
But I do believe all the easy stuff is hard.
I agree. I see what you're saying with that.
You know why? Because you already know what you have to do because it's so easy. I just have to work out. I just got to go to the gym. I just have to shoot this podcast. It's that part that's right before, though.
Yeah. Like, the resistance.
It's that resistance. It's right before that part that people are like, I could do it tomorrow.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I agree. I agree.
You know what? From 1 to 5, I'm free. I'm gonna just do that tomorrow. By then, no, you're not. No, you're not.
That's what we talked about in the last. I think maybe it was podcast number 2 or 3, maybe that action pivot. As soon as you're going to start something, count down and then just go. Just fucking go. And then, like I said, if you only do it then start the 3-minute rule. If you only do that thing for 3 minutes, fine. Do that 3 minutes every single day, and then chances are by the time that you start it, there's a law of inertia. So an object in motion tends to stay in motion. So the more often that you end up doing that thing, you end up building up that momentum. And once you build that momentum up, you will have less effort and less resistance to do the things that you set out to do. That's the way that I see things. But that's also easier said than done. So try not to overthink anything. If you are usually sensing that resistance, notice people don't sense that resistance when it comes to doing shit that isn't necessarily that good for them and can be a detriment. So someone who's spending like all of their time playing fucking like, I don't know, like Animal Crossing or something like that. And people are going to sit here and be like, whoa, like Peter's taking shots. No, I'm just throwing a game out there. So if you're playing Animal Crossing for 9 hours out of your day, it's not going to be hard for you to play Animal Crossing. It's going to be hard for you to stop playing Animal Crossing, right?
Correct.
Now, keeping that in mind, if they were to be like, okay, I have to do my math homework, which one are they going to sense more resistance with? The starting the math homework. And then when you look at those two, which one is actually a benefit and which one's the detriment here? The detriment is going to be Animal Crossing. The benefit is going to be the math homework. And then people look at the things that are a benefit for them and they're like, I don't want to do that. I'm going to save that for another time.
There you go.
That's life. What happened? Yeah, we do have our vices.
That happens to everybody.
Yeah, that's everybody. I don't care. You can say that you're the fittest trainer on and this is, I feel like we need to go into this a little bit when it comes to like social media and shit. Anyone who continuously posts everything that they do, in my opinion, is a liar. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So anyone who consistently posts, oh, I'm doing this right now, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. If you're on social media and you have a large following and that's a part of your business, then I totally get it. It makes absolute sense to me. But if you are just all over social media posting, this is what I'm doing throughout my day, this is what I'm eating, this is whatever this is.
This is where I took a shit.
This is where I took a shit. This is where I'm going. I work out every day or some shit. I don't believe you. I really don't believe you because there are people who do those same things every single.
You must have seen something.
I see this all the time. I see it all the time. And this isn't necessarily taking shots, but like I think people. I mean, yeah, kind of, but like at the same time, I feel like people should why? What kind of validation does someone need? You know what I mean?
You're not. There's no example. What do you mean? What is going on? You mean, hey, about to have my water, or
I'm a gallon in today, bro. I whether or not you actually showed me that, I'm probably gonna skip the story anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just the truth, though. You know what I mean? Like I could do things every day to set up for a powerlifting meet, and I'll post like probably twice a week. 3 times a week, but like I'm not showing you all the other shit I do for powerlifting.
I was listening to bring this. This is good. You brought this up. I was listening to. I just got done reading a book called "Own Your Day" by Aubrey Marcus. No, not Own Your. I did get done reading a book, "Own Your Day," Aubrey Marcus. I'm reading a book right now called "Unscripted" by DJ DeMarco, and he said. He pulled people, I think, back I don't know, 5 years ago when social, like, 3 years ago or something like that. Social media was, it still is huge.
Yeah.
But he did a survey, and he said, who did we fight in World War II? He surveyed like kids, like, teenagers. Who did we fight? Okay. In World War II, and did we win? Yes or no?
Are you fucking serious?
Who won the Civil War? Okay. Who was the first black president of the United States? Bro.
And they couldn't fucking answer.
No, hold on.
Yeah, of course, Abraham. I'm just kidding. He's fucking with me.
And listen, they said, when is the next national
election or something?
No, holiday. Oh, when's the next celebrated U.S.
holiday or something like that? And when was it? Like, when was this, like, in the middle?
It was a week before July 4th when they asked him this question.
Are you fucking serious?
Okay. And then they asked, he asked them, what was the name of the Kardashians?
I don't even know all. I do know their names, but I don't know them by.
Who is Brad Pitt's wife? It was like all celebrity gossip. Like, who dated this person? Like, just like stupid soap opera. And they couldn't answer the U.S.
hilarious.
questions, and they knew every one of the gossip questions on the.
That reminds me of, I think they did one with like Ronald McDonald and Jesus. Did you hear that?
What?
Bro, like, he showed them pictures of Jesus, like the rendition that we have of Jesus Christ, and those kids didn't know who he was. But he showed them Ronald McDonald, and they all knew who Ronald McDonald was.
This is where we're headed, bro. I'm serious. It's funny. People are going to know more about... You got to think about what's on social media. Memes, or they make fun of somebody. Like,
bro,
even
I
if
love memes, bro.
I know, but even if they're going to make fun of the president, like, he can have a really... like, people nowadays turn anything serious to funny, and I think that's a really, really bad thing, but it could be a really, really good thing.
This is one of the things where I disagree.
No. Because there's some real shit, like these memes with that were for the toilet paper. Like, there's some really bad stuff that people do just to get attention on social media, and it's sickening.
I agree with that. But, like, if we're going into, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, when it comes to, like, taking serious situations and making them funny, I've seen a lot of it, and it's just with Twitter specifically. So what was happening in the beginning of the year? We were potentially close to World War III, right? There was that. Nothing but memes all over Twitter. Hilarious. And I already said, like, look, I'm not getting drafted because I have herniated discs and I can't see. So I ain't going. I mean, but yeah. I mean, the Kobe thing too, but, like, I don't really think anyone was making jokes about that. I didn't really see much of anything. There was a huge respect for Kobe from everybody. So I don't think really much of anybody made jokes about that. Doesn't mean I didn't, they weren't around, but I personally didn't see much of any.
So why is it that you feel like that person that posts everything that you're talking about, whoever they are, that posts that? What do you think they want? What are they looking for?
I mean, people,
or are they so caught up in the, I have people watching me. I've got.
If you're caught up in the numbers and things like that, like, That's not going to be good for you because, like, what happens when one of your stories just so happens? Let's say if you average like 300 people watching your story, right? If you're averaging 300 people watching your story, what happens when you hit 150? All your shit, all your self-esteem goes out of the fucking window. Like, you're sad now because what? People didn't watch you? Are you serious? I think if you're doing something, then you should do that thing behind closed doors no matter what. And that's it. Like, for example, I'll shout out if he ever ends up seeing this, Joshua Villa, the dude that I competed with in powerlifting. Super fucking strong. Ridiculously strong. And he is day in, day out. He'll post maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but he is day in, day out, no matter what. Whether or not he posts it, he's just doing it. And then I feel like people are missing that. People just want to, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Look how dedicated I am. I think that people should just do. You don't have to show everybody what you're doing. Just go ahead and do what you do day to day. But
that's what he does.
What do you mean?
Well, that's what that person is doing there.
I know, but like, what are you posting it for? That's what I don't get. Like, that's a sense of validation. I mean, me, for example, I do that too, but I'm not posting it to the same degree where I'm showing everybody what workout I'm doing on the given day. I'm not that doesn't make that much of a difference to me. What I feel like makes a difference is when all these things are like stacked up and you really have to show what you got. What happens if it's all a social media facade? What you gonna do then? You know what I mean?
Look, I don't know. I haven't been on social media for over a year.
It really has been over a year. I keep forgetting that.
If you do see a post, it's my marketing person, Catherine, doing it. So I'm actually glad I'm not on it. I can't imagine, people and I can't. Thank God. Those of you that are depressed after the coronavirus, just be active. Try your best. Get out of it. Life's too short. We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
I know you hear that such a cliche thing, but you never know. I bet you there's somebody you've heard that that has died within the last 2 years at least.
Yeah.
That can be you. Remember that. All right. So miscellaneous topic, driving. Last week we did our one of the podcasts we did our pet peeves about gym etiquette. Now I want to know what your pet peeve is. Drivers. All right. I'll let you pick first, and then I'll go.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do the same thing. No particular order.
Oh no, I want to order this time.
Fuck. Okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard.
No, go with your number 3 pet peeve first. Start with that.
Oh, we're doing from 3?
Yeah.
Well, okay, 3. Number 3.
If
Do not fucking drive. I hate when people drive slow. That's the worst thing in the world for me. I hate that shit
That's
so
number 3?
much. I hate it. I hate it. Don't drive slow.
But give me an example. Like,
if you're in the fast lane, and you're going 50, fuck you. Like you're why are you doing that? Just get into another lane.
What if he just got to have a doctor's appointment? His doctor's name was Dr. Herman, and he has one leg.
That's fine. Okay, that's cool. Get a ride home. Get an Uber. I'm not trying to be behind you.
So slow drivers, right?
Slow drivers.
I'm thinking. I already know my number 1.
That's my number 3, bro.
Slow drivers, man. I had all 3 of them. I know. Oh, okay. Not using the turn signal, bro.
That's my number 2.
Not using the turn signals.
That's my number 2. I hate that.
I will do.
Much.
If you have a runner up, which I'm doing one right now, I'm gonna write it down.
Oh no, I'll pick another number 2. I got it. I'm straight.
No, that's your number 2 is turn signal.
Yeah, but like I have something else too. I have something else too.
Okay, well that'll be our miscellaneous. You got to do our top 3 no matter what.
Okay,
and then we'll do like miscellaneous.
All right, I got you.
All right, my number 2 is there's traffic, and people block the fucking lane. You know how when you you know what I'm talking about? Let's say you get in the left-hand lane, but all right, so you're trying to make a left-hand turn.
Yeah.
And the traffic is going from right to left, going to green, but there's traffic on the left-hand side. So the people in the back, what they do is they keep going, and they don't stop past the intersection. They keep going, and the whole intersection's blocked. And then it turns green, and then you can't go. Because
you're talking about right up at that light over there.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I hate that shit.
But it happens at my or you're at a stop sign, and the four-way was in traffic, and you can't go straight because that guy couldn't. He thought he was gonna go. You know what I'm talking about?
That's the worst.
How is that hard to explain?
I know what you mean.
When you're blocking and when you go into an intersection that already is a red light is clogged, and you keep going thinking that your traffic is gonna make the light, like you fucking know it's not, and then you block.
So you're praying it is.
So you block everybody else.
Yeah.
And then the car behind you beeps at you the minute it turns green.
And then those people are mad.
Yes. So
and then those people be mad at shit.
Blocking a lane. Blocking a lane.
I'll just keep this in my hand. Blocking a lane. Yes. Ooh.
Number one.
My number one. I hate the people who weave in and out of traffic. I'm gonna throw it in there too. No signal. The people who just weave in and out of that shit.
Like they're out.
I cannot stand that. And then bro. Oh, that one. Oh,
that's a big one for you.
I hate that so much,
bro. My number one that gets me really mad.
I think I know what it is.
Are tailgaters.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Like I'm doing.
Those are the trucks,
I'm doing
bro. Those are the trucks.
That's on my honorable mention. I'm doing like 85, 90, and they want to ride my ass.
Pause.
And there ain't nobody on the right. Like there's nobody, and they start flashing the lights.
Oh,
bro, no way. I ain't moving. I'm not moving at 85. Like now, look, if it's a 70 mile an hour, I'm going 60, 65. I'll move over.
I got you. Yeah.
But I'm talking. I'm flying myself. Like I'm going way past the speed limit, and they just feel like you owe it to them to move over.
No.
I
agree with you.
That's called I showed the magic trick. You go like this and go back up and back down. No way, it ain't happening. Our honorable mentions.
My honorable mention was going to be not using a blinker. That's what I hate that. I hate that.
My honorable mention.
It was going to be my number two, but what did I end up?
You put turn signal.
Oh, it was turn. Oh, my fault.
Oh, damn. Kevin just flipped on Peter.
Yeah, he really did. What would be my miscellaneous? I was going to say tailgaters too, but I got to think about something else that pisses me off.
I got a couple, bro. I got two more for you.
I got to think.
Hey, I'm going.
Go ahead. Yeah, go.
The person, while you're getting gas, decides to pull up and has all the windows down, music is blasting, but I mean blasting the whole fucking block. And he's right there. He's right next to you. You can't even get gas because his car is bumping with music. And you can't even get gas because the damn thing is shaking. And it's got the most worst music you can even think of on. I do not like that shit. But I mean, I guess I'm not driving in that situation.
Go ahead.
But another one was gonna be you're texting the whole fucking way driving, and you look over, and they're like going dumb slow, and they start swerving and shit like that. I don't like that.
Shit, no, I feel
we all text and drive, but I'm talking about and I know like everyone I look over, it's always the young ones that are doing it hard.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you honorable?
I am a victim of that though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Oh, let's hear it. What do you got?
People that slow down at the yellow light when they could have made that shit.
I hate that too. I don't think that anyone heard you. He was saying that like when people slow down and they could have easily made the light. I'm kind of like 50-50 on that. Like if you're in a rush, that's like 10 times worse. That's the worst thing in the world, but I wouldn't kind of chalk that up. I really didn't even think about that.
He's got a big one.
Bro, when people don't realize where the fuck they're going, and let's say it's 3 lanes, right? No, let's say it's like 4 lanes, for example, and they have to cut from one lane all the way across.
I tell you, my wife's a pro at that shit, bro.
Are you serious?
I ain't never seen anybody. I kid you not. She don't know where the fuck she's going. I mean, she needed, listen, our first year at our house.
You said she needed a GPS
to go to the Walmart that was across the street. This is a true story. True. Okay?
Yeah, she gonna be mad.
She won't get you there, but if you tell her where to go, she needs to get there real quick. My wife's out, bro. She be fucked. She tailgates people. She don't give a fuck. She's funny.
I can't do that.
But go ahead, man. What were you gonna say?
No, that was it. That was it for me. Cutting across traffic like that. Like I said, we've all been there before. We have all been there, but I genuinely try not to. Let's hear it.
When you got to turn and people don't slow down for you to turn.
I hate that shit
Oh,
too.
that's a big one.
That happens to me a lot, like right up here when I turn into here. When I turn into here, that happens to me a lot.
And then you get beeped at.
I can't stand that. That pisses me off. Man. I hate when people flash their lights at me, period, to be honest with you.
Nah, bro. We fighting for that one.
No, like I had this one dude, like I was in Claremont, and yeah, that's another big reason. No one ever goes to Claremont. So I'm driving through Claremont, and I don't know what the fuck for. I had already chose my song. My phone's down. I'm going like, I think it's like 50 over there. I'm going like 55. Dude's flashing his lights at me. I was like, oh, what's up? And I'm over here like looking at him in the rear view. I'm like, so what are you going to do? Like, what the fuck's going on? So he's just the whole time. It's like
the whole way?
The whole way. Just for like 2 minutes. Just like this. And then he finally slows down and takes a turn. I was like, what the fuck is that even for? Like, did you want me to speed up so you can get there faster? Or like, you could have just went around me.
You know, sometimes you also know when you mess up, right?
Oh, I just thought of another one.
Peter's
I'm not going to lie, bro.
Peter's going off.
I
hit the table at least 17 times.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I kind of play games when it comes to me, like, driving. And I'm not saying games on my phone. I mean play games as in this. So if there's... let's say we're in a 2-lane, right? And I see someone zooming from behind me, at least like a quarter mile off. I'm like, okay, what I'm about to do is, and I'm a little bit behind, and I'm a little bit behind this other guy, right? I'm going to catch up. I'll show you guys right here. So this motherfucker's zooming, right? Because you're fucking dying right now. So if I see this dude zooming, he's coming up this way. Like this. I'm going to pull up like right here. Because he thought he was going to get around. No, sir. You stuck right here. You stuck between the both of us now. No, I do that shit all the time.
Yo, this is a true story of this.
Bro, he's dying. Bro, I do this shit all the time, bro. Where's that butter kicking in?
Yo, it did. It did.
Go ahead.
Oh, my God. But listen, my wife. Bro, this is a actual, real, true story. I'm going to see if I can call up my boy Obi. So they were on Route 22, okay? It's like 408.
Bro, he crying.
It's 2 lanes, but it's a highway, like a main
That's
highway.
Fucking terrible.
A main highway.
That would piss me off.
So we call it Jimmy and Obi. It's when each car on each lane, they're all just do 60. The whole way.
I hate that shit.
Bro, it was rush hour traffic, and they were in the front of the line.
Are you serious?
And the mile per hour was 55. They were doing 50.
Was it you and your wife?
Listen to me. So Jimmy was on one lane.
You guys are the fucking worst. You guys are bar none, like the worst people on this planet, bro.
Listen to me. All right, so Jimmy and Obi. Jimmy's in one car. Obi's in the other one.
Yeah.
They're doing 50. Bro, on Route 22, rush hour traffic, 6 o'clock. They're going all the way from Dorney Park all the way to Easton. That's like going from here to Winter Park.
About 30, 40 maybe.
Actually, you know what? From here
Like,
to Kissimmee. Here to Kissimmee.
Ooh.
Okay, here to Kissimmee. Bro, they were in the beginning, and they planned this. 50 miles an hour, got on. He let Jimmy get over. 50 miles an hour the whole way on the highway from Kissimmee to here.
Do you know how fucking mad I would have been?
Bro, people behind him were fucking pissed. They were trying to go on the
On the
oh
my God.
They were trying to go to the arena. So right before people were about to pass it. Jimmy Noble went like this, and they didn't let people pass, bro. They did not let people pass. People, you fucking motherfuckers, fucking move. So the only people that passed them were people that were about to get on the ramp. But if they would see some guy behind them trying to get over, they would let him. They just let him, bro, for 35 minutes straight.
Dude, I would have lost
bro.
I would have lost
You would have been mad?
I would have been so mad. No, I would have. That makes me mad just thinking about it. But you know what? It's crazy. I'm over here talking shit, but I was just saying how I would do that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what made me say it.
Yeah, like that. I would genuinely do that. Like if I said, if I see someone coming up like this, they're about to cut me off. I'm right there. I'm not gonna lie. I love that shit.
I can't imagine that 50 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour below this, bro. 50. The whole trucks behind them, all types of shit.
Oh, they're pissed.
Yeah, man.
I can only imagine dealing with that much traffic at that time.
Anyways, hope you can cut a lot of that out.
No, that story was good, man. We got to keep that shit in there.
What?
I mean, I think the only thing
I was dying, bro.
Yeah, the only thing we'd really have to cut out is like that little middle.
That one part of the middle.
But even then, like, I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you.
Either anything else you want to add to any of the subjects or anything?
Nah, I think we're good. I think we're in a good place today.
All right. So don't forget, that was our business. Small business is what we did, what we're doing, what we recommend. Peter had some advice for people who gained some weight over the coronavirus pandemic.
Oh, we forgot something. Remember what we were saying, like how trainers can take advantage of what's going on?
Oh, that's right.
Don't worry, I'll keep it short. If you can, make multiple people join, meaning do classes, 2, maybe 3 a day. That would be it, to be honest with you. That would be the main thing. If you can get multiple classes going throughout the week to get people into a position where they start working out with you.
Now start reaching out to people too, like your old clients.
This is a good time to do that, at least to be able to kind of get them on board. Because right now I have, I'm still fortunate enough to still be able to train, but like I still have clients who are ready to just come back on board. Well, the main reason they're not coming in right now is because they're not working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that case, it's just a matter of like when the world starts getting back to normal, pitch classes or maybe even pitch a sale, 20% off, 10% off, do whatever you feel like is going to be worthwhile to you to be able to get an influx of people in. Once you get that influx of people, let's say you are doing classes, offer them the opportunity to do personal sessions as well. So like if we're doing classes and let's say the classes are about, you want to give them a discount at 10%. If you want to offer them personal training on top of that, cut them a deal on the personal training that also pays for the classes. Boom. Simple stuff. Simple math.
Very easy. You heard it from himself, Pete.
Boom.
I'm a big one to reach out to your past clients, old clients, check on to see how they're doing.
That's helped me out a lot.
And
you guys are.
You don't even have to don't even sell them right away. You know, that's how they thoroughly are doing. That's something I do a lot. I don't even if I reach out to people, sometimes I don't even try to, say anything that day. I wait later on because I really do want to know how they're doing.
Yeah.
Especially if you've changed your life.
Yeah. People really sleep on the fact that your like relationships with your clients mean a lot. Like whether or not they're with you now, your relationship with those individuals is huge, because if you don't have a relationship with them, chances are, and it's the truth, they're not coming back. I've had a few situations where I probably haven't spoke to a few clients ever since we stopped working together. That's a whole story, but realistically, you have to be able to maintain a relationship with all of your past and current clientele. If you don't, then that's your ass. That's your business. The whole thing is thrown out of the window.
All right, really appreciate you those that are listening to us.
We're all over the place.
Chicken
today.
sandwich was good, huh?
I said we were all over the place today.
We were.
Yeah,
We
fuck
were,
it though.
but
It is what it is.
It's content.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We appreciate those that stuck it out. The ending was a little funny, so please watch me laugh my ass off. But it's your business, small business and business wellness, health and wellness, and our miscellaneous show. I'm Christian Ortiz.
My name is Pires. Peace.
We're out.